You were never cold. You were guarded. You know someone who makes it look easy. They text back the same day. They say, "Come over like it costs nothing." When they're hurting, they call somebody, and somebody comes. People know them, not the highlight version, the real one, the messy one who cries in the car. And they let themselves be known like it's the most natural thing in the world. And then there's you. You're warm. You're kind. People like you. But there's glass. Always this quiet pane of glass between you and everyone on the other side of it. You can see them. They can see you. But nobody gets through. You feel it in the small moments. That flood of relief when someone cancels. The quiet, "Oh, thank God, I get my night back." Sitting in a full room, laughing, surrounded, and realizing quietly that not one person here actually knows you. And you've got a story you tell about it. "I like being alone. I'm just independent. I don't really need people." You've said it so many times you almost believe it. I want to talk about that glass, not to fix you. Nothing about you is broken. But because you've probably spent years explaining this away as just how I am, and you deserve real words for it. It doesn't start as a thought. It starts in the body. Your body decided before you did. Choosing distance after you've been hurt isn't a character flaw. It's protection, wired deep into your nervous system. Somewhere in your history, closeness got paired with pain. Enough times that your body stopped treating them as separate things. And now, when someone gets close, you don't feel warmth. You feel alarm. The chest tightens, the shoulders brace, and some quiet ancient part of you scans for the exit before your mind even knows there's a conversation happening. That's not you being difficult. That's your body doing what it was trained to do. Keep you safe. The tragedy is only this. It can no longer tell the difference between real danger and real closeness. They set off the same alarm, and somewhere back there, your body did something clever and quietly heartbreaking. It turned the volume down on the need itself. Psychologists call this a deactivating strategy, the mind lowering your hunger for closeness so its absence stops hurting. And it works. That's the terrible part. But the cost is a whole system that's always braced, always half waiting for it to go wrong. So where did this start? Maybe love in your house was conditional, earned and just as easily taken away. Maybe you opened up once, offered someone the soft inside of you and watched it get used against you. However it happened, your nervous system drew a conclusion. Needing someone is dangerous. And once that conclusion sets, it follows you everywhere, into home, friendship, love. Look closely and you'll see it in 4 shapes, gentlest to deepest. Stay with me. The first defense, you leave before you can be left. The moment something starts to deepen, the moment it starts to matter, you find a reason. You get busy. Pick a fight over nothing. Go quiet. You tell yourself you're protecting your peace. You're not. You're controlling the ending. Because if you're the one who walks, it doesn't count as being abandoned. The wound is simple. Someone once left, and leaving first became the only ending that didn't feel like it happened to you. So, next time that urge to run rises, don't act on it. Just name it. There's the urge. And then stay 10 more minutes. That's it. You just don't run this once. The second defense, you perform total self-sufficiency. Somewhere along the way, I don't need anyone, stopped being a wound and became your whole personality. You'd rather struggle in silence than ask, because asking means depending, and depending is exactly where you got dropped last time. The wound. You leaned once, and no one caught you. So your body learned that needing people is where the danger lives. But a person who needs no one is also a person no one gets to hold. So let one safe person do one small thing for you. Carry the bag. Help with the thing you could technically do yourself. And when they do, this part matters. Don't apologize. Don't shrink. Just let it be a thing a person did for you. That's how your body learns the ground can hold your weight. The third defense. You keep everyone at a curated distance. From the outside, it looks like connection. You're warm. You're funny. You remember things about people. And no one actually knows you. Because you give them the edited version, the self that's easy to like. People think they're close to you. They're close to a version of you. And that gap is the loneliest place there is, surrounded by people who love someone you never let them meet. The wound, the real you, the unshiny, unedited you, was rejected once, or laughed at, or punished. So you learn to lead with the version that got approved. The move, tell one true, unshiny thing to one person who has earned it. Not your whole story. Not a confession. Just one real thing you'd normally polish before you let it out. Let someone meet the actual you for a second and watch them stay. The fourth defense, you test people until they fail. This is the deepest one, and it costs the most. You brace. You read a slow reply as pulling away, neutral silence as rejection. You set little traps. Go cold to see if they chase, push to see if they'll push away like you're already sure they will. You're bracing for a betrayal you've decided is coming. The wound. Closeness ended in betrayal once, so now you look for it early. You'd rather catch it coming than be blindsided again. But here's the cruelty. The testing pushes away the very people who would have stayed. You make the leaving happen so it can't happen to you. The move. When that test urge rises, ask instead of assuming. Hey, you've been quiet. Are we okay? And give the benefit of the doubt. Once. Let the story not be the worst story. Now look at all four together. Because here's the truth underneath the truth. Every one of those defenses was intelligent. Not a flaw. Not self-sabotage. Not you being cold or too much. Each protected a version of you that could not have taken another wound. You left first because being left nearly broke you. You needed no one because needing cost you. You let no one in because the real you got hurt. You tested them because closeness once ended in betrayal. Same heart, old rules. That's all this ever was. The walls were not a mistake. Back then, with those people, they were wisdom. They kept you standing. But the danger you built them for isn't the room you're standing in now. Your guard doesn't know the war is over. Nobody ever told it. You heal by subtracting, not adding. Here's the part that changes everything. You don't need to become braver. Force yourself open. White-knuckle your way into being vulnerable. Everyone tells you to just put yourself out there. And it's empty. And you know it's empty because it treats the walls like a character flaw instead of a wound doing its job. You heal by noticing the armor is still on, long after the war ended, and loosening one strap, then another. You give your body the message it never got, one unbraced moment at a time. The next time that familiar urge to pull away rises, before you act on it, name it quietly to yourself. This is my nervous system, reading closeness as danger, not actual danger. And that one sentence lets your body ask a different question. Not, how do I get out of this? But, is this person actually unsafe? Or does my body just believe intimacy is? You slip a tiny gap, one breath, between the alarm and the retreat. And the whole choice lives in that gap. And I'll be honest, because you deserve honest. Some of these wounds run deep, deep enough that you shouldn't do it alone. A good therapist, one safe person who's earned it, someone to steady you while you set the armor down. That's not weakness. It's just refusing to heal the wound the same way you got it, alone. Where we land, you don't tear the walls down in a weekend. You rebuild in doses of safe enough. A little light. Survive it. A little more. Survive that too. Picture the old you, behind the glass, warm and unreachable, known by no one, calling it a choice. And picture the you who lets a little light in and doesn't die from it. That person isn't braver than you. They're just you, with one strap loosened. So do this. Pick one of the four, the one that landed hardest, and today, just once, catch it. Notice the urge to run, to not need, to edit yourself, to test them. Then do the small opposite thing one time. Stay. Ask. Lean. Tell the truth. No drama. No excuse. You just stay. And do it once today. And watch what happens over the next few weeks. The walls don't come down all at once, but they get thinner on their own. Every time you don't run, someone stays and you let them. You were never cold. You were never broken. You were guarded. And guarded is a thing you get to stop being. Try one move this week. Notice who stays when you don't run. And come back and tell me what happened.